Hey cuties, Peachy here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some MGA doll news to talk about from Yummiland apparently not being dead after all. We have more leaks for Rainbow High upcoming re-releases, updates on the Bratz TYLA Celebrity Collector doll, and more. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hype this video you guys, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, starting off with some Bratz updates here. The Bratz What's in My Bag playset apparently has not been cancelled. It will be releasing soon, but it has now been renamed to the Bratz All Dolled Up playset. And yes, it is a purse playset, so I'm guessing like an actual purse that opens up, or maybe it's just like a couple like furniture pieces that is called a playset. I'm not sure. We've never had something like this before. Recently, they've just had the Bratz Slip couch furniture piece, right? And the like swinging chair furniture piece, but those were all just like individual pieces sold. So I'm not sure like if this is called a playset, like how big really is it? And it's going to be priced around $30 US. So that's not too expensive. I'm kind of more curious to see like, okay, well, how big is this thing really gonna be? Also, why did they change the name? Okay, I mean, it's just like a small thing, but you know, what's in my bag, all dolled up. I feel like, does it really matter? As long as it actually comes out, I don't really care. And then we also had a small little update regarding the TYLA Bratz Collector doll. We now know for sure that she will include two outfits, so the outfit she's wearing and then the outfit that will be separate. Of course, that is very similar to what they did with the Carol G and Lola Indigo dolls before her, so that makes sense. She will also include accessories. Lola's doll only had like a microphone, and Carol G did have a bit more accessories included. So I am curious how many accessories this will really be in the end with this new TYLA doll. And also, of course, like what outfits will she be wearing? Hopefully something iconic, you know, like perhaps a dress that she accepted a award in. I do know that it just like the Grammys just happened, and she won something, but of course these things get decided like way back in production, so I'm pretty sure they already chose like which outfits she's gonna be wearing in the doll. I'm sure it's already been, you know, dealt with in production and stuff, so it's already been decided. So I'm just kind of curious, like, which outfits, you know, they picked for this collaboration. You know, I hope it's good. I hope it looks good, decent, you know, detailed, especially because the price point will be around $60 to $70 US. I'm hoping it does not go higher than 70 because, you know, especially for international collectors, it can be a bit pricier paying than, you know, it's more than $70 US usually for us international collectors. But I'm also hoping that she is available on Amazon and not just Bratz.com. You know, fingers crossed. Lola's release was weird because it was specifically on her website. She never went on sale on the Bratz website, so let's see how this new TYLA collector doll drops. I do think TYLA is much more widely known, you know, than Lola Indigo. You know, all due respect to Lola Indigo, of course. But, you know, TYLA, she, I do think more people just recognize her name. So I hope that because of that, perhaps she will have a wider release. Again, on Amazon would be ideal as well. Moving on to Rainbow High updates here, we have a first look at the new Skylar Icons, Skylar doll from the new Icons line, which is basically just repackaged, repurposed, previous already released Rainbow High dolls from Fantastic Fashion, just, you know, mixed with different outfit pieces. And then the second outfit also is very random. Like for Jade, the second outfit is something completely like has nothing to do with Jade, you know, from where it comes from originally. I believe the second outfit from Jade comes from a fashion, like the playset closet, right? Then Poppy's second outfit is actually Mina's, and now Skylar's second look is actually her second look from the Fantastic Fashion doll. But the Skylar base doll is from Winter Break, I believe, right? And then the pants are also from Winter Break, and then the top, which is actually a bodysuit, I believe, is from the Skylar playset like fashion studio. So yeah, basically this Icons line is entirely just like repurposed older releases, from the base dolls to the clothing. So nothing about these is unique or new, but at least with these being repurposed dolls, you know, I guess that they found in storage somewhere, they do still have the wrist joints, which is really nice. Yes, thank you so much. But still, because these are not new, it's hard to really get excited about these, even though Poppy's back and she does look really fun. It's just, you know, these are still just repurposed, you know. There's nothing too exciting about these, especially also because, like, where is Ruby, where is Sunny in this new icons line? Only Amaya, Violet, Skylar, Poppy, and Jade are included, not Sunny, not Ruby. I don't get it. Why can they not do all 6, all 7? I mean, especially because these are just repurposed. These are leftovers, these are not new designs, you know. So maybe they didn't have any leftovers of Ruby or Sunny, but I find that hard to believe. I think it's done on purpose, the exclusion. But let's see, I guess, how Violet and Skylar, I mean Amaya, how those two look, what they will include as second outfits. Because again, Poppy, her second outfit being Mina's first look is a bit weird. Like, it's a bit, yeah, random. So I would have hoped perhaps for Poppy to get like her, like perhaps like a different second outfit, you know, from her original release or something. But maybe they just had leftover Mina outfits lying around. Honestly, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm happy Poppy is back, even if it's just to this degree. At least they acknowledged her, especially because Sunny and Ruby are absent here. So let's see how Amaya and Violet look, but this line is, yeah, it's fine. Also, update on the new Royal 3 releases. They're gonna be officially called Rainbow High K-pop Stars Fashion Doll, which is so weird, again, that they changed the name of the band from Royal 3 to K-pop Stars. Like, what? That is just so much more generic. Like, especially because they just had the Bratz Pop Stars dolls and now K-pop Stars. Like, it's just way too similar, and you can just clearly tell what MJ is trying to do. They're trying to take a bite out of K-pop Demon Hunters cake. You know, it's like they're trying to do it all at once, you know, have their cake and eat it too, and it's not working. I think it gives off the impression that this release really, and these are going to be individual releases for each girl, you know, Minnie, Tessa, and Minnie, Tessa, and Tiara, right? It gives off the impression that these new releases individually are just purely done out of a cash grab, you know, just to kind of like bank off of the current hype of like K-pop Demon Hunters, you know. So I hope if anything at all, that at least these new designs are good. I hope that they have enough articulation. You know, wrist joints, I guess, have become a luxury. So, but at least if they have, you know, stands, knee joints, cute outfits, like that would be okay. I would be okay with that, you know. But at least give them stands. Like, for crying out loud, we need stands to come back in Rainbow High. It's not funny anymore. Like, it's not even like they could just use the budget that they always use up for gimmicks and stuff. They could use that budget and put it into giving the dolls stands again. Trust me, we would much prefer stands over gimmicks and like lousy accessories. Like, at least I would, because I know I do nothing with those accessories. I would much prefer the stands, because I use the stands as much as they are kind of, you know, not the most stable stands ever, but at least I use them, you know, they have a purpose. Anyway, I'm just hoping that these releases for Minnie, Tessa, and Tiara, I hope that they're good. I hope that they have really cute outfits on. And, you know, I would really be disappointed if these just end up being re-releases again, like we just saw with the Icons line. Like, I do hope that these are new designs, you know, like new outfits, new makeup looks, new hairstyles, not just please, not recycling more of the older designs because that would just be so lazy. And lastly, the biggest story, at least in my opinion, is that we have the confirmation for brand new Yummiland dolls coming this year. We have a first look at new Peeps collaboration in Yummiland dolls called Molly and Michelle Mallows. And these are, again, like collaboration with Peeps. Last year we had, last year I think is when we got the first collaboration with Peeps. We got, I forget their names, but you know, they also had the last name of Mallows, I believe, and they were super cute. I got them, I never unboxed them. But this year we now have new collaboration Yummiland dolls for Peeps. And apparently Sigmund also reported that they're supposed to be Valentine's Day dolls, but those have not leaked. So I am not really sure if we are even getting those Valentine's Day Yummiland dolls anymore, or perhaps if those got canceled and now we're just getting these new Peeps dolls instead. Either way, this is good news because that means that Yummiland is not completely dead yet. I was kind of happy to see obviously that Yummiland was not gone. Like, we have 2 new dolls releasing soon. But then I thought about it, and I also saw Sweet Snap, the user on Instagram, share their thoughts on these 2 dolls, and they mentioned that perhaps they're only releasing these 2 dolls because it's, you know, because MGA is like contractually obligated to release them, you know, with the contract that they had with Peeps. Perhaps that's the only reason why we're getting them, but really Yummiland is dead. I am not sure. Again, that's just a theory that I heard, that they mentioned, that they shared. So it could be wrong. Obviously, we could end up getting like a whole slate of new collections from Yummiland this year, but we just haven't heard anything yet. And so far, these 2 new Peeps ones are all the new ones we've seen so far. So for what they are, I think they're super cute. I definitely like the one with the purple little like bubble braids more. We don't know which one is which. So Molly and Michelle, we don't know who's who. So, but I think they're super cute. Both of them are super cute. The one with the little wrappers, with the see-through wrappers that have the Peeps candy inside them, that's really fun. But also pigtails, I feel like they've kind of overused the trope of, you know, transforming like normal candy objects into pigtails, you know? I feel like that's just a bit too overdone with Yummiland. So it's kind of cute, but also like, really? But the other one is really cute. So I'm loving these 2. They're adorable. If I can, I will get them, and perhaps I will finally do another Yummiland unboxing because God knows I have a ton of unopened Yummiland dolls that I have to do a review for. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed. But yeah, but let's see. If you really want me to do a new Yummiland unboxing, just let me know, because I haven't made those unboxing videos because I have seen no demand. I've seen no people talk about Yummiland, aside for, you know, people who talk about Yummiland like online. But like, you know, casuals, I don't really see people talking about Yummiland often. So maybe it's for the best. Who knows? I mean, we don't know the numbers that Yummiland has been doing. We don't know how well the sales have been doing, right? We have no idea. We don't work for MGA, right? I don't work for them. You don't, I mean, I don't know. Do you work for them? But, right. So we don't know. We don't have that kind of internal information, for MGA and like sales and like their decision making and like why Yummiland, perhaps if they are going out, like why they're being canceled or whatever. So we don't know. But I do know that they had a good run. If really these are the 2 last ones, you know, they had a good run. They had really cute designs. But again, only time will tell if these really are the last ones or if we're really getting more. And that does it for today's little MJ doll news roundup, but I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video, cuties, and consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course. No pressure to support that channel, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the adulty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.